There's another one. Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, that Lucas. That Lucas is something else. Okay. Hovering over Lilac Cruz. It's going to be a very interesting game number 1 here.
And a lot of people know Vinnie for playing Sheik. Like, that's like the character he's known for. But as you just saw, he's picking Rosalina and Luma. That's another character that Vinnie has in his arsenal. And it's actually a great counter pick for Lucas and Ness. You know, it works wonders for just both of the Earthbound kids.
Works a little better on Ness, you know, because his up special doesn't stay as close to his body as Lucas's does. But, you know, the trade-off is that, you know, his PK missile will literally kill you at a ridiculously low %. So,
yeah, I mean, the name of the move of this game is going to be Gravitational Pull.
Okay.
Is this legal?
It is now. Oh, no, it's definitely a button check.
Okay, I was going to say.
Unless Mekos is, like, fantastic with playing and not having a controller in his hand. I do appreciate the switch to Rosie, not only because, you know, the gravitational pull, but because what Lucas is good at is comboing. That's kind of the trade-off between him and Ness. They, you know, you get the short hop, Zaire, then that, you know, leads into another grab, down throw, nair, just whatever. And Sheik is such an easy gal to combo, despite how good she is. All right, gotta make sure your up smash comes out quick. Like what I'm seeing here.
Like seeing the warm-up?
Yeah, man. At least that one wasn't 3 minutes long like the last one.
To be fair, it was 1 minute.
And you were counting? It felt like 1, it felt
dude,
like 3.
It felt
like 3.
I was staring at that clock, dude.
It felt like 3. Okay, here we go. Smashville, game number 1. No surprise there. Let's see what we get. Alrighty. Okay, I like it. Vinnie right now building up this wall. Has Mekos backed into the corner. Short hop Zaire keeping him away. Trying to get rid of Luma as quickly as possible. Uh-oh. What you doing off stage? Nice job getting on that top platform. Okay, I like what he's doing. He's really trying to chip away at the Luma here. That Zaire is going to be like his ticket in between Rosie and Luma, though, in this matchup. Oh, nice. Gets the down tilt. I'll take that. See you later, buddy. All right. I like the rolling around here. Now, we're starting to see more of, like, more of his tools come out here to play. We're starting to see more PK fires. We're starting to see more of the Zaires. I like to see him get in between, though, Rosie and Luma. That's where a lot of his damage is going to come out to play here. Wow, Luma coming out in the clutch.
Yeah, Mekos is just having a problem getting back out on the stage. Like, Luma just seems to be running a loop through him. And once again, you know, just kind of showing the tragedy of this matchup, if you will.
It's there's not too many, like, 7-3 matchups. I feel like this might be one of them. Okay. I like
trying
that.
to follow him with the air dodge, trying to catch that up. What the heck?
You have got to be kidding me. Okay, he's going to have to PK fire. Nice job. With the high recovery, as you know, his PK Thunder sends him a little bit further than Ness's. Okay. Okay, like the empty hop. Oh, off the mark with the grab, though. The down throw. Trying to go for the up air.
Vinnie is doing a great job of just baiting out all of these grabs from Mekos, because Lucas gets so much off of a grab. You know, it leads into so much damage, or puts him in a very bad position for like a PK freeze or something, or another PK thunder. And Vinnie recognizes that, and there's a lot of cooldown due to the nature of it being a tether grab.
Definitely.
And Vinnie's just chilling on that platform waiting for Luma to come back. Okay. And there she is.
Luma is back into the picture. Couldn't quite get the grab there. Luma being her security guard. And then that dare sending him clear to the right side of the screen. There is another dare. He had to air dodge a few times in a row to not have to burn that up special. And Mekos is struggling to find his way back down to the ground until finally finds a way. He goes back and just starts shooting off projectiles to try to get rid of Luma. PK Fire, a great utility for hitting the front. This could be big. Gets the up air. The brain blast sending him up to the top. Crazy to see what one grab can do at a certain percent. 137% on the board here. He has some rage. Let's see what he can do with it. Hey, gets the nair. Couldn't quite get the upper afterwards. Lucas and the combos were starting to come out, but sadly just a little too late. There's always game 2. Vinnie's doing a great job of landing down onto the ground with those forward airs, because he's like not really committing Rosalina to any moves, but Luma's active hitbox comes out very quick, and that seems to be a lot of the ways that he's getting kills off of Mekos, or just pushing Mekos off stage. Yeah. Now, this is one of those instances where it would be nice if you had a secondary, but there are a few like character loyalists still left in Smash. Now, after the dust settled and all the DLC came out, there's still a few guys who are like, you know what, I'm sticking with who I'm who I've been rocking with since day one. No new friends. Okay. Vinnie with a very dominating game number 1. Let's see what Mekos can bring to the table here. Okay. Trying to bait him in. Smacks Luma in the face. I like it. Rolls behind her. Sneaks some jabs in. Get some small percent on the board, but you know, you gotta walk before you run sometimes. Down throw. Okay, goes for the forward. Didn't quite get the sweet spot he was looking for. That was interesting. I actually expected him to go for like nair that time. I think because like nair sometimes goes right into forward air. Okay. PK Fire keep it here at bay. It's actually interesting to say because, you know, Lucas wants to get in more than anything. Okay, up throw. Trying to sneak in a few up airs. Mekos, though, on the up and up about that. Finds a quick way to land.
Vinnie doing a good job of just keeping Vinnie Mekos is doing a great job of keeping Vinnie off stage with all these projectiles. Using the PK Thunder to apply shield pressure to Vinnie and then goes through it to use that as an escape option. It's like an abort mission.
Yeah. Try to go for something flashy there. Okay, nice PK Fire, keeping him off stage. There's a PK Freeze. Yeah. Slightly missed position, but I do like the attempt. Trying to catch Vinnie land on that top platform.
PK Fire once again doing a great job of getting rid of Luma as well as catching the rolls from Vinnie. We're seeing a complete turnaround in adaptation coming from Mekos this game.
There it is, just kind of chopping away at Vinnie, if you will. Oh, can't find access to a grab. Don't ever whiff any of those. And one thing I did forget about is that, you know, Luma without that hitbox not recovery, what the heck? Grab just went right through him.
I mean, the grab went right through him, and then got the miscalculated punish from Vinnie. You know, facing the up tilt to the wrong direction, wasn't able to actually hit Mekos. Just opens him up with a dash attack. I'm sure.
Uh-oh!
What the heck?
Wow.
I was about to comment why isn't Mekos trying to get rid of Luma with like a dash attack, and then he pulls a stunt like that. Turns Vinnie into like the Arctic Cold.
Yeah, that was beautiful to see. Now, I'd like to see Mekos possibly get Vinnie off stage, catch Vinnie recovering with that up special, of course, and then throw out down smash. No hitbox, not recovery to trade with. Okay, Luma having his way with Lucas right now. Ooh, slightly missed position there on the forward smash. Mekos opening back up.
Okay, Mekos catching the jump with another forward air. Spacing back with the Zair. Zair being a great tool for just keeping his distance away from his opponent, but got a little bit too greedy with that forward air. Gets caught by the up smash. We're going on to our second stock.
There it is. Now, Vinnie has some solid percentage on the board here, you know, 60%, courtesy of Mekos. So let's see how long he can keep that lead. Vinnie, a master at cutting away at leads and bringing things back into his end of the spectrum. Okay, there's a throw.
Oh, trying to get the up air, but then Vinnie's Luma actually coming in to help save him. This could be bad for Mekos, trying to catch him with the up airs. You got to be very aware of that from Rosalina, especially on Town and City. Reads the air dodge, but he's a little bit too high up for that up air to actually connect.
And that was so beautiful there, using his Zair to get back to the state as quickly as possible.
He tries to roll in, goes for the short hop down there as a response to the grab from Mekos. Again, Vinnie hungry for a grab because you know if Vinnie lands a grab, he can push Mekos up above him, which is what Vinnie is looking for this entire game.
Yeah. Mekos looking for a grab himself, though, looking to open her up with a Brain Blast. Oh, nice job maneuvering out of the way of the PK Freeze that time.
Yeah, that time baiting out the PK Freeze and just jumping onto the ledge scot-free. Vinnie playing super carefully. He's waiting for Mekos to approach him, but he's just throwing out a bunch of PK Fires, once again deleting Luma and pushing Vinnie into a bad spot.
Luma's been drug and clicked to the recycling bin. Vinnie has retreated to these platforms, waiting for Luma to return. Mekos putting a lot of respect on Vinnie's name.
There's no reason for Mekos to try to approach Vinnie at that point because it's too big of a risk. You might as well just wait for Luma to come back into play and get right back to the fight, especially with the platforms now gone.
There it is.
Mekos trying to find a way open. Gets a little bit too overhanded with that PK Fire. Gets grabbed by Vinnie and is pushed back off stage. All this pressure coming from him. Hitting with the down tilt. This could be big! He has him off stage. He's looking for a back air.
Oh,
he manages to land it!
Understanding that, you know what, you can actually tangle with Ness, or not Ness, excuse me, Lucas out there as he does his PK Thunder. It's not quite like Ness's where you, after you get caught in it, you're like, I'm about to get hit with the missile. Yeah, that was a very, very dominant showing there.